how aircraft carriers launch and recover jets in the middle of the ocean.
Landing a plane on a small flight deck is far harder than on a large runway and requires a much larger support crew. Aircraft carrier flight decks are arguably the most complex operational environment in the military. Every launch and recovery cycle is tightly choreographed. A carrier is not just a floating runway, it is an integrated aviation ecosystem. And carrier ops blend physics, logistics, and discipline, enabling sustained air power projection far from land bases. Modern U.S. carriers use steam, Nimitz-class, or EMALS, Ford-class catapults, which accelerate aircraft from 0 to 150 miles per hour in roughly 2 to 3 seconds. Launch weight, wind over deck, and aircraft configuration determine the energy required for each launch. Procedurally, the aircraft taxis into position, nose gear attaches to the shuttle, the holdback bar prevents premature roll. Then, the launch officer or shooter performs final checks. The aircraft sits with full throttle or afterburners for fighters before being launched. Wind over deck is critical. Carriers often turn into the wind and increase speed to generate optimal airflow, just like land-based aircraft take off into the wind. On landings, aircraft approach at 130 to 150 miles per hour. The tailhook catches one of 4 arresting wires. Hydraulic, Nimitz, or electromagnetic braking systems, Ford, absorb the energy. The landing window is measured in seconds. The approach is guided by a Fresnel lens meatball system and landing signal officers. When an aircraft misses all 4 wires, they go around and try again. When an aircraft touches down, the pilot applies full power at the last moment as a contingency for maintaining enough energy to go around a second time in the event of missing all 4 wires. On a successful landing, the arresting system must absorb the energy equivalent to a small car crash every time. Each roll is meticulously rehearsed and coordinated, each vital to successful aircraft operations. Between each launch and recovery cycle, the aircraft is repositioned. Limited deck space forces tight sequencing. Operations run in cycles, continuously flowing. When not in use, the aircraft are stored below deck in a hangar bay. Elevators move aircraft between the hangar and the flight deck. The hangar deck is used for maintenance, repairs, and major systems checks. Space constraints mean maintenance must be efficient. Fuel is stored deep within the ship in protected tanks and pumped through pressurized lines to the flight deck. Strict grounding procedures are followed to prevent static discharge. Ordnance is stored in armored magazines and elevated via weapons elevators before being assembled and loaded under strict protocols. Both ordnance and fuel operations are conducted meticulously. Strict sequencing reduces fire risk.